Welcome to TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. In the reverse fixture of this one, Barcelona won by 8-2. So I guess, to be honest, in that game at the Camp Nou, we used up all of our goals against Huesca because today there was none. Huesca 0, Barcelona 0. But of course, what we saw from Ernesto Valverde was a highly rotated team, which I think we all agree. We can all agree here that needed to happen ahead of Tuesday's game against United, and looking further beyond as well. This was a very important week just to give those players, all of the key players really, a night off, a chance there to regroup, to refresh. That's what we did here, and at the end of the day, we haven't lost the game. Today was a lot more controlled, a lot better, I think, than what we saw against Villarreal. There was a genuine structure in the team. We saw younger players, even players there making their La Liga debuts. I think it was a good occasion really, and there is bits to discuss from today's game. If you want to hear it, let's do this. And first of all, guys, I do just want to praise Ernesto Valverde specifically for what he did there in this game. Like I said, it needed to be done, but it does take character here to come to a stadium in La Liga, even at the bottom of the league. It still takes character to rest so many players all at once in such a game like this, where we haven't wrapped anything up. The league title looks to be in the bag, but it's not official yet. It did take character. Valverde did what we asked for, and I think today, actually, he put a lot of genuine thought into the game. You look at the structure of the team, you look at the difference in formation, the way that we played, the way we passed the ball, the players that he included. There was genuine thought here in the players that he was playing, and I think today, certainly, he does deserve credit for those decisions, and I'm absolutely sure, we are going to see the benefits of those players being rested. And so, first of all here, take a look at the way we did shape up the personnel, and also the very interesting structure and formation of our team today, which I'm going to go into here in a bit more detail. The only change really throughout that entire team that I would have made was Sillerson instead of Ter Stegen in goal, but look, not everything can be perfect. Ter Stegen started in goal. It was then Samuel Umtiti to the left centre-back, Mario down the middle getting a very rare appearance in a Barcelona shirt, and Jean-Claire Todibo making there his La Liga debut in a Barcelona shirt. Big props there to Valverde, giving him a chance in the Barca shirt. Waggy at right back, another player, the first Senegalese ever to appear for Barcelona, again a La Liga debut, and also a La Liga debut here in midfield for Riqui Puig. What you then had was the three centre-backs here lining up, and what we then had was wing-backs in Malcolm from the left-hand side and Waggy from the right. Waggy, of course, was the more defensive-minded full-back, and of course Malcolm was a lot more interested in what was going on in the final third. But I also want to say there, big credit to Malcolm, somebody there who just seems willing. He's happy to play, isn't he? Even in today's game, we saw it earlier on in the season with Dembele being deployed as a wing-back. He didn't moan about it, he didn't complain, he got on with his job, made a lot of work down this left-hand side today. He just got on with it, and he was actually the closest player in the entire game to scoring, smashing an effort against the post, so close there to opening the scoring from Malcolm. Dembele having chances as well. But in midfield here, Arturo Vidal holding, and another word there, just Arturo Vidal, somebody who's played in Copa del Rey games this season, early rounds against lower division teams. He's played in these kind of games, surrounded by youngsters. Again, does he complain? Does he moan? No, absolutely not. Whatever game it is, whether it's Champions League, whether it's Copa del Rey, whether it's La Liga, against the bottom team, Arturo Vidal always giving his all. He played a leader today in that midfield. He led those younger players, did really well in there. He was getting about the pitch, and I think, to be honest, he's fantastic in terms of his attitude. Then Riqui Puig and Carlos Soleña, two players that I think was so exciting to see those two lining up alongside each other. Riqui Puig showed so many bright signs, running from midfield, clearly showing that dribbling ability to just take the ball, run with it, glide past players. I think also you'd look there, physicality, maybe a bit more needed. A few times he was pushed off the ball defensively as well. There's always going to be a question of that. But of course, he's a very young player. He's going to bulk up. He's going to go in the gym. We saw it with Dembele. We saw it with Neymar. They come here, and you do improve physically as you get more games and more time. And that will happen, no doubt about it, with Riqui Puig. But you can see there the raw talent. In the first half, for instance, Puig was in this sort of role here. There was a lot of players here defending. Dembele was trying to make a run in behind, and Puig actually put an absolutely wonderful reverse pass into the path of Dembele, and it was that good, it was that well disguised, that even Dembele didn't actually see the pass coming. It was wonderful, really was, from Riqui Puig. Dembele there, just a bit of a heavy touch because he wasn't expecting that ball, and he just puts it there, not quite into the back of the net. And Alenya as well showed real control there in that midfield, very good as well. The only player really who wasn't involved, didn't really seem to fit, didn't really fit the flow of what the entire game was about, young players taking their chances, was Kevin Prince Boateng. Somebody, of course, who's not a youngster, he's aging, he's experienced, yes, but he didn't really give an awful lot today down the middle, didn't really offer an awful lot, didn't really look like scoring or creating anything from that central role. But Ousmane Dembele, certainly some very valuable minutes for him. He played 67 minutes in the entire game. He had some very good chances. Perhaps he wasn't quite as sharp as we've seen Dembele be in terms of his touch, in terms of in front of goal. We probably would have seen him score on another day, but it's really vital in his recovery. If he wants to play against United, he had to play here. He looked really strong for 67 minutes. No problem at all with any muscle injuries, any muscle fatigue. He's absolutely fine. Dembele today showing that quality, showing that cutting edge, that drive, that speed. We're going to see all of that and more against United. He is on the road back, no doubt about it. And Moussa Wagué here in the wing-back role, I was really impressed with him actually from the first minute to the very last minute. He played the full 90. That's a long time there. A young player making their debut in this wing-back position. He had to get up, he had to get down to show a lot of energy right throughout the game. He created a few chances, certainly on the right-hand side. He was getting there, he was running in behind, looking for the space, and also in the dying moments when everybody else was maybe pushing forward a little bit, a lack of concentration from the defence in general. Huesca could have broken through, could have scored the only goal of the game, but no, Moussa Wagué was back there defending, last-ditch sliding challenge, really good from him. And I think in general today, what we have learned is we can put in this kind of performance, we can rotate like this, and not really suffer all that much for it. You look at this team here, you look at that sort of system with the three at the back, what that allowed us to do today was actually dominate that ball. Against Villarreal, you saw it was box to box, we were really under the cosh defensively, we were an absolute mess. So I think what Valverde thought today was, you know what, I'm going to go with three at the back, I'm going to go with Titi, Murillo, Todibo, they were all solid, they weren't really challenged. I think they did well to sort of marshal Huesca, the physical challenge as well as the technical challenge today. And I think with three at the back, it was a much better base there for players who hadn't really experienced playing with each other. It's certainly a makeshift defence in terms of the way they're not really used to playing with each other, but in terms of there being three together there, we played a lot better and we looked a lot more solid at the back. And what it also allowed was for much easier build, much easier transitions there into that midfield. When the fullbacks pushed on, when they're able there to just play out Todibo and Umtiti spread, you had Murillo in the middle, and it was easy then to just build out the back, keep possession of the ball and play that into that midfield area. I think today you look at it, like I said, 75% possession, we dominated the ball from start to finish. We didn't create as many chances as we would like to, but certainly this is a model that Valverde can look at and think, yes, that works. I have played players today, I've tried things, I've taken some risks, but at the end of it, we haven't lost the game, we dominated the game with a bit more cutting edge, maybe with one or two more players who can score a goal, take on a chance, have that finishing touch. We would have won this game today, and it would have been 3 points while resting all of those players. There was some subs on the bench, of course. Jordi Alba came on. I was quite surprised that he actually came onto the field, obviously given the fact that he's one of those players that we really wanted to rest. Felipe Coutinho also came on, and also Arthur Melo in the closing stages came on as a substitute for those players like Ricky Puig, who maybe wasn't feeling the entire game, to come out here and really the physical demands of La Liga taking their toll. But I think overall, guys, we've done well today. I think it's really important, like I say, to rest those players, to really give those players like Messi, like Suarez, like Rakitic, Busquets, PK Longley, all of those guys a chance to regroup, get back to themselves, and really on Tuesday, I think everything's now set up nicely, isn't it? Where expectation is building, the realisation that we've got to go into that game and not only beat United, not only get through to the semi-finals. We want to go to the Camp Nou after hearing all the talk, after the bad challenges, of course, Smalling on Messi, all of that kind of stuff. That is going to be on the pitch on Tuesday, and we are going to deal with Manchester United. I'm absolutely sure now that we're going to line up there. United are playing West Ham today. United are playing West Ham at home, and they're in that game. They're going to have to play their full strength side. They're not going to be able to rotate, do what we did, because they're still battling there. 6th place, they want to get in the top 4. United today are not going to be able to rotate like we did. We are going to be better. We're going to be better prepared, better refreshed, and I am going to assure you guys, we are going to see on Tuesday something special at the Camp Nou. We are going to be Barca, live up to our name, live up to our reputation, and deliver the killer blow. And of course, guys, I don't need to tell you, but there will be a lot of build-up coming up for that game. Of course, though, we're going to be looking at United, looking into Barca, looking at what we can do better in this second leg. But of course, guys, with regard to this game, right here and now, right here today, I want to know your thoughts. I'm very interested, because obviously these games sometimes can tell you an awful lot. It might have been 0-0, but at the same time, we saw a lot of players today who we haven't seen throughout the season so far. We saw a lot of young talent on display. Who impressed you? Who did you like to see? Who would you like to see more of, perhaps? And who do you see really with a view to the end of the season, and also looking to next season? Which of those players out there today do you see really making a name for themselves, pushing into the first team next season under Valverde? Any of them? All of them? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys, on the game as a whole, individually, collectively. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, like I say, more build-up, more videos on the way. Manchester United are next, and trust me, we will arrive. I will see you then, guys. Thank you, as always, for joining me. It may have been 0-0, but at the end of the day here, we are 12 points clear still of Atletico Madrid. We are still very much in the driving seat. They're going to be playing Celta Vigo in the game to come now, this afternoon. We're well on top. Do not panic about that. I'll see you soon, but until then, as always, Huesca, el Barça.